Hey, it's 4:34 in the molehill. You know what that means? It means we're late for the 420 Bitcoin price check, some news. Um, we're gonna start it off a little different today. I wanted to look at like the bigger market as a whole. What are we doing today though? Let's see what we're smoking. It's sour cookies, man. Sour diesel crossed with Girl Scout cookie crumble indica hybrid. Mm-mm. Okay, let's fire this baby up. All right, let's take a look. Let's start with market caps. Yeah, market caps. This tells you like what all the coins multiplied by the coin's current price are. That's what this big ass number is here. So, $240 billion market cap, 240.6 for Bitcoin. So like the coins are always going to go up at a like relatively steady rate until they reach a certain number, 21 million, and then they're going to stop. And so this market cap is really just going to reflect the price going up and down for the most part. That's what's really fluctuating. That's true for basically every coin here without, yeah, I think that's true for every coin. So, all right, so Bitcoin, what's the Bitcoin been doing? We're at just under 13, and in the last 24 hours are up just about 1%. Ethereum's up 5% in 24 hours. That's pretty banging, 9% on the 7 day for a market cap of 47 billion, 46 billion, I should say. Tether, 15 billion. Tether's an interesting one. It's always going to try to be a dollar in price. It's a stable coin. Look at that crazy dip. I mean, what was that about? I would like to know what that price was for Tether, that temporary dip. But I don't know much about CoinGecko. I don't know how to get. Oh, I'm doing. This is the opposite I want to do. I want to make it bigger. Let's go back. We don't care. All right. So our top five by market cap, and let's go down to XRP, an actual coin. What's our market cap here? 11 billion. 25 cents. Damn, that's up a lot, actually, since I first started watching crypto. It was like 10, 11 cents back a few months ago. Bitcoin Cash. I'm not really into these forks that are like Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin whatever, man. I think they're just trying to, I don't know, rip off another brand or whatever. It's kind of whack, but there you go, 4 billion in Bitcoin Cash. Nerds, buy real Bitcoin. Um, that's the coin market cap. There's the top five. Let's look at the fastest movers. Let's see here in the last 24 hours. Ampleforth up 17%. That's pretty killer. Ample's a good one. Ample's a really interesting one. Look into that in other places. Token, Energy Web Token. I don't know anything about it, but $227 million market cap. It's up 6.2%. Reserve right tokens. That's interesting. I wonder what the hell that's all about. Look at that, less than a penny each, but a market cap of 136 million. That means there's a ton of coins, and it's up 20% lately. 20% in the last week. I'm sorry. We want to stick with this one. It's up 14% in the last 24. That's even more impressive. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do these last two. Celsius Network up 10% the last 24 hours. I don't know anything about it. Synthetics Network Token 10%. So like out of all these, I only know about Ample. Oh, and the Chainlink is just barely out of the top five in both market cap apparently, and also 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, in fast movers. Chainlink is one to look for too. I'm actually going to get some of this as soon as I sign off this little video. But so here's Chainlink, right? One notch out of the top five. Binance Coin's cool too. If you trade on Binance, then you can, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. You can pay your bills in Binance, and that's better. Litecoin is kind of one of my favorites for some reason. Don't know. It's just always struck me as a cool coin. That went crazy yesterday. It took a huge run, and I'm not sure what the news was that inspired that. Okay, Bitcoin. All right. Well, if we look straight across for 12 hours, you would think not a ton happened. I mean, we didn't even move a tenth of a percent in 12 hours. Technically, kind of. Only if you look at these these two spots. But during that 12-hour block, we actually did drop and then rise over 2.5% and fall back down in a 9-hour period. So yeah, I think that's normal trading for Bitcoin at this point. I don't think that there's anything special about that pattern, except let's see here. But we should have a bar. Oh yeah, we do have a. Do we? That's the $13,000 bar. So this blue bar I put in here, that's $13,000. So I would like look less at the news in order to see why Bitcoin's moving how it's moving right now, and I would look more at that $13,000 marker. It's a psychological thing. It's not anything in the news. It's just people's psychology. So, like I said, if you were only looking from 420 to 420, then you're looking at just underneath, right? Like you're looking at it traveling just underneath 13,000. But so what it does is it takes a run, it breaks through, and you see a ton of breakthrough come through right here. That's exciting. Then you see a bunch of people, it triggers a bunch of sales, which pushes it all back down. Those sell books are closed now, so they don't have anything to sell, so it does it again, triggers more sales. So that's what you keep seeing, right? Every time it passes a new high, there's people who have got their Bitcoin set up to sell at this level, this level, this level, this level. So every time it hits a new level, boom, sells. And then it tries again, and it tries again, sells a bunch. So that's like some pretty normal upward development. I don't see any reason that it's going to do anything except for that. And that's like the same thing you're seeing here is a really optimistic run past 13. Boom, not ready yet. Not ready yet. Spend a day down here, climb back up. Let's see. We drew, there it is. I drew this back in September, so it stayed within this channel for a month, which is like so much sideways motion that Bitcoin's not really known for. So it was sort of like preparing to jump over the 13,000 and the 15,000 and these other psychological barriers this whole time. I feel like, I guess people call that market consolidation as people, I don't know, prepare to make their purchases. I'm not really sure exactly. But that's my thought. I think we're going to continue to see it rise for a significant amount of time until something happens in the news that changes the way people feel about Bitcoin at the moment. Right now, the FOMO is high. The fear of missing out is high because people are hearing in the news about how the price keeps going up. This is the highest price since 2019, this whole calendar year. And there's some stuff in the news, so let's get on to that. That's the front page. I didn't need to leave that open. Let's stick on topic to the Bitcoin price, because I think this is actually going to be one of the things. So this is something breaking. I love this because this is like something everybody saw coming. PayPal to offer Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Okay, not necessarily the lineup, but the fact that PayPal is going to enter the crypto space eventually and offer like the granddaddy of them all, Bitcoin. Everyone saw that from a million miles away. It was a matter of them announcing. They said Q1 2021. Then they said in the next few months, which made me realize how much we're at the end of 2020. Thank God. So it's like, that made me realize, oh, it is only a few months away. Enabled at the beginning of 2021. Report indicates adoption of virtual currency paves the way for adoption of digital currency. Central banks. So that was a pretty good one. Like I said, we've seen this around in the rumor mill and like the announcements of announcements kind of a thing. We knew this was coming, which is cool. This is going to be like, this is the most, mainstream company to grab onto Bitcoin so far. PayPal already has, 346 million users installed already. So just opening up a Bitcoin option in that app, I think you can anticipate a lot of price increase. There's a lot of people who were like, I'm interested, but I don't know how to buy it. I don't really trust anything. But people have been trusting PayPal for like 10 plus years. So you're going to suddenly see those people, those 346 million, significant amount of those probably do not have crypto and are interested. I'd be willing to bet way more than half. Good one. So that's like, not everyone's happy about it, but I think crypto going mainstream is only good for crypto, not good for people who want that early adopter, first mover. So maybe it's some selfish attitudes that are making people say it's not a good thing. I don't know. Ethereum blockchain transactions reached double that of Bitcoin. Killer. So people have been saying for a long time Ethereum is severely undervalued. Ethereum and Bitcoin are very different. Bitcoin is more or less a currency. It's a lot like a digital version of gold. Ethereum is more like a programming network. And in fact, even in their little symbols, look, they have like they have binary signal going all the way around, and then they have like stuff in Latin or something going all around here. So actually, that's kind of an interesting little thought there, because this kind of shows you like I don't know. Bitcoin is mostly a currency. Ethereum is actually capable of being a currency and also a programming network similar to something like the internet. Because what's happening is tons of different coins and tokens are being launched within Ethereum. They're inside of Ethereum. They're launched on top of Ethereum, but it's as like we're on a website right now. This website is part of the internet. Well, there are coins. Like when we had that thing open, we were looking at Tether and we were looking at all these other coins. A lot of those coins are just Ethereum tokens. They're just tokens inside the Ethereum network. So as this website is a website on the internet, those coins are coins inside the Ethereum ecosystem. That is the reason that Ethereum is so undervalued, because it's not just a coin. It's an ecosystem for other coins. And so it will become more valuable as those coins become more used more. So let's see. So what we're looking at is transacting twice as much as Bitcoin. So I mean, in terms of actual dollars, it looks like rolling 30-day average. So they're just doing like every month. It looks like, oh, rolling average. I see. So it's just like the last 30 days is every data point. There we go. But this is just explaining kind of what I was saying. Stablecoin adoption has been rising at a near constant pace since 2017 and 2020. DeFi exploded an ecosystem, especially for leveraging stablecoins. So that's like I'm saying, like these stablecoins, what they're not telling you in that paragraph is that those are those coins that are within Ethereum. So if it was just purely Ethereum trades, I don't know where this bar would be. But then you start to tack in, like they just said, all the stablecoins, all the DeFi, DAI, Uniswap, really important applications. Oh, look, this even breaks it down. Wow, that's really neat. There's Sushi, there's Kyber. These are all decentralized exchanges. I don't mess with them. They do seem fine. I just haven't had time to even look into them, and I don't have any more money to mess around. Everything is trading with bots on Binance right now. So, yeah, that's interesting. That's going to show you all the traffic on the sub-networks, it looks like. And then I guess that's the overall. That's really cool. Anyway, this is these networks blowing up. You see how much bigger these are becoming is the reason that Ethereum is going up. So when you buy into Ethereum, you're buying into the platform that supports all of these projects. And these projects, like this one can die, and that one can die, and that one can die. But like the main net is still going to be growing. So it's worth looking into that type of thing. So, oh yeah, I didn't mean to leave that open. And then let's see. This is the only one I wanted to like close out on, Filecoin. I'm really interested in Filecoin and storage. I'm really interested in mining with hard drives. I think I just really need to like take the time and actually put it all together and learn how to do it. But let's see. There's just been a war of words a little bit between Juan Bennett, this guy that helped with Filecoin, and the guy Justin Sun, who owns Tron. This dude's known to be pretty shady, and Tron isn't known to be a lot less shady than him. I don't know. But he is calling out a real problem with Filecoin, that the miners had to lock up their Filecoins, but the development community didn't have to. So the development community made a lot of money, and the miners are, the miners are getting the short end right now. So there's some. This is a description of Justin Sun. I have no idea how accurate that is. I think that's his nemesis over at Filecoin saying that. Wouldn't trust that entirely, but yeah. Expected launch of Filecoin's mainnet has been full of controversy. Now this is true aside from what Justin Sun is saying. So, I mean, he's only calling out what he's seeing in the news too. But that's pretty interesting. I don't think Tron is like a hard drive mines coin. So I'm not really sure what they're talking about when they accuse him of stealing their white paper. I will have to look more into that, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, all right. I think that's all we're gonna do for the day. Let's take one last look before we bounce. Oh, the cloud. We didn't really see how the cloud was was looking. But let's take a look. All right. Wow, that thing just changed hard, huh? Okay, well, I mean, what we see here is we were trading inside the cloud. It turned into some resistance, but didn't last. It actually maintained a support line. Bitcoin bounced right up over the 13,000 mark, bounced off the support, stayed support, stayed support. But then what did we get to? Not that high, 1317, 175, somewhere in that ballpark. And then we fell right through. And we're seeing that Ichimoku cloud changed to red pretty rapidly, pretty aggressively. So it's indicating maybe we're going to stay under 13 for just a little while longer. We weren't quite ready to stay above it. Let's get a little more detail on that. There we go. So, what do we normally want to see here? The leading indicator is above the second one. I always forget these names. I gotta learn them. I'm sorry, gang. But the lagging one is underneath the price. We have red resistance up here. Yeah, I would probably trust that we're gonna spend the next 12 hours underneath 13. But I don't know. It's hard to say with Bitcoin. But that's how it looks for now. That's a pretty significant area of resistance increasing ahead of us right now. So we'll see. I'll talk to you all in the morning.